All right, welcome back, class. Yesterday we went over our main idea and our theme, and those are our first two objectives, but today we're adding a new objective, which is we're going to go over fables. So yesterday we determined how the meaning, we used the author's meanings of the words and how they are used in a text. We also went over how he chose to use these certain words to change perspectives, right? And today we're going to be going over the point of view or the cultural experience this story may give. So obviously we're fables. If you guys didn't know, people please click the next slide. Fables are short stories. They're used to entertain, and they're with animals. That's what a fable is. Elements to remember. The animals are the main characters in this short story. It's very simple. And these fables, although they are used for like entertainment purposes, they're used also for a moral or a lesson. So they also have some wisdom pieces in them, and I think you guys will enjoy them. The setting is it's not specific, so they're not going to be at Fresno, Woodward Park. You know, they're not that specific. They're going to be general places like, you know, out in the woods or out on the prairie. And these authors, such as Aesop, which we're going to go over today, uses personification. Personification seems like a big word to you guys. It's not really not. It's all it is making animals and objects seem like they're humans. That's all it is. So if you guys want a new word for your glossary, hey, personification. You guys can use it out at recess. Alright. Just a little brief history on Aesop. So he was a Greek way back in the day, and he used these entertainment stories for a living. That's how he got by, and you know, especially at the big dinners, he would read these stories, and you know, generally adults loved them. They weren't considered childlike because Aesop was renowned for these stories, and people enjoyed them just for their simple, kind-hearted, and also like humorous takes. So yeah, he was a slave, and if you guys want to go Google more history on Aesop, you guys feel free to do so. He didn't write down any of his fables. But after his death, they were remembered and they were written down. So if you guys want more information, here's a picture. Good old Aesop back in the heyday. The left one is just an illustration of one of his stories. So we're going to read a couple stories just so you guys get a little feel for them. And then the last one we'll read together as the tortoise and the hare. And that's the assignment that we're going to be working on today, is the tortoise and the hare. So again, these stories are brief and they were passed down from generation to generation. So let's jump into The Lion and the Mouse. Do I have any volunteers to read this? No? Okay, I'll read it. Once a lion trapped a mouse under its large paw. The mouse pleaded for its life, so the lion let it go. Later, the lion became entangled in a hunter's net and roared in distress. The mouse rushed to help. "You're too small to help," said the lion, but the mouse nibbled at the net until the lion was free. What's the theme here, guys? Any suggestions?
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Oh, thank you, Miss Salazar. Okay, don't judge a book by its cover. So let's see if you're right. Yes, even the smallest of friends can be worthwhile because, hey, looks, don't judge, like you said, don't judge a book by its cover. You know, inevitably the mouse ended up helping out the lion. And that's just a general thing. You guys know how to break down a theme. It's very simple. Do not make it so specific. That's for the main idea. The main idea must be a complete sentence, such as this: a lion helped the mouse, and the mouse reciprocated the favor. That's the general main idea, right? We took what the moral, the center part of the story was, and we could use it in a complete sentence. You want to do one more? Let's do one more. The monkey and the dolphin. So a monkey fell from a ship and was rescued by a dolphin. The dolphin asked if he lived nearby. The monkey lied and said that he did. "Do you know Cypheros?" asked the dolphin. The monkey, thinking Syphiros was a person's name, boasted that it was his best friend. As Syphiros was a town, the dolphin knew the monkey was lying, so he died, leaving him to swim to shore. Any suggestions on what the theme could be?
Liars don't get help or don't win.
Thank you again, Miss Oliver. So, liars don't get help. That's likely what it's going to be similar to the theme, which is those who lie and boast may end up in trouble. Again, these are very simple stories that were utilized back in the heyday that Aesop and entertained his guests with. And the main idea, again, a complete sentence: a dolphin figured the monkey was lying, so he denied to assist him. So it's not technically the moral, it's just the general main idea. So don't forget that, guys. A lot of times you guys, last class, we might have switched them and you guys put the main idea as a theme. Make sure that the main idea is technically the center part of the story. Even if it's, it may seem childlike, that is the center, and that is the main idea. Okay, the theme is the wisdom, the moral lesson. We're gonna skip the fox and the lion, but for this purpose, this is just another story that you guys have available to you guys to kind of get a general sense of the main idea and the theme. Today we're gonna be going over the tortoise and the hare, and I'm gonna split you guys up into groups, and we're gonna be collaborating on this particular story. I gave you guys Venn diagrams to be working on together, and what we're gonna do is you guys are gonna be split up in groups of 4. Make sure, or some of you guys may be in odd numbers. Make sure you guys have a speaker that's reading the story, okay? Another note taker, another person possibly writing down some notes, and the 4th person will have to share those ideas when I come around table to table. Anybody have any questions?
No.
Okay, you guys get to work, and I'll be walking around table to table.